You've joined. Hello. Hello. Good evening. Be starting very soon because we're very time conscious. Just have 2 hours to do all of this. We hope this will be a wonderful session. So, hello, I'm Jonas Emanuela. I'm sure I've been on your screens or DMs for the past 1 month. The name has been circulating. I'm Director of Finance for the Nigerian Medical Students Standing Committee on Capacity Building. This is day one of the 2 days webinar that we are starting. And so you're all welcome to this webinar. We hope it will be impactful and you would all learn. So we'll be taking 1 minute to say a prayer in our hearts. Just a minute because each of us have different religions. A silent prayer and then we kick off. Okay, so I thought would actually come very soon to give us an opening speech. But before that, but before that, let me say this. The law of money is simple. Good evening, Remigius Chichugu. The law of money is simple. First, you must recreate it, and to recreate this wealth, you have to do it through your skills, business, innovation, or opportunities. Without it, you would remain dependent on others, unable to find dreams or even cover your basic needs. Then you must it. To multiply it is through wise investment and building assets so as to ensure money works for you even while you sleep. Keep trading your time for you must keep it. And to keep it is through discipline of saving, risk investment, and protecting assets that will make it last. Without this rule, you will go broke. Hence, money must be earned, made to grow, and guarded. Only then does it become true wealth. At this juncture, at this juncture, we would be discussing wealth creation today. Then tomorrow we'll be talking about how to multiply the money and how to keep it. So our very first speaker, who is a medical doctor, Before that, the director is supposed to give us a welcome address, but can't see him unfortunately. So we'll be discussing wealth creation, and our very first speaker, who is a medical doctor, creator economic consultant, and was on the verge of failing out of medical school but defied the odds to graduate with distinction. And she'll be speaking on the topic from stethoscope to spotlight, how medical students can build influence beyond the world. With a lot of reactions from you guys, let's make welcome Dr. Valerie Okori.
Okay.
And
Hello. Can you guys hear me? Emanuela, can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay. Good. 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 All right. So I would welcome everyone. I don't know how many we are backstage. So it's Emanuela, are you there? Are we having any difficulty or any glitch?
Yes, I am here.
Okay. So welcome everyone. I'm Valerie Okore, and it's so good to be here. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how you can go from the stethoscope to the spotlight, right? How medical students can build influence beyond the word. All right, so this is basically I really wanted you guys to see my face because I think it's so important. And Emmanuel is the director here. He could give his opening speech if he's here. I would like to just welcome him. Let him speak. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
He's not. If he's not, it's not a problem. Okay. Um. So hi everyone. I
He
don't know.
should
I
be
would love to
here.
see.
Well, I'm not
Is he here?
seeing.
If he's
Okay.
not, that's
Yes, he's
that's
here.
okay. All right. All right. Let him keep it. Let him introduce. Let him speak. Cause
Yes, ma'am. He's here.
okay. Um. That's
Director.
fine.
Okay.
Du-du-du-du. I can use. Is he speaking? I can't hear anybody. Emanuela. Hello. Hmm. I think I will join via YouTube also. Okay. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello everyone. I don't know. I can't seem to get across to the others, but can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me see. Okay, so you can hear me. Good, 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 good. So today we're talking about how medical students can influence beyond the word. So we have to start going beyond the stethoscope. A lot of times we feel like because we are medical students, we have to, just read our books and not do what needs to be done. Okay, and that's not it. So I would love to share my screen, but I think that has to be done by those in the back end. So if you are in the WhatsApp group, I want you to go to the WhatsApp group. I'm going to send something if they're available. If not, I'm going to show you here. So let's start. So the whole entire process is, how did I get into the content creation game? All right. So I want you guys to get your paper and your pen, right? How did I get into the content creation game? I got into content creation in 2020, right? That was when I really said, oh, I want to start creating content where I want to influence I want to be more. Okay. Sorry. I think there was a break in my network. Okay, let me continue. Emmanuel, are you there? I keep having I keep having
Can you hear
network
me?
issues. Yes, I can hear you. Please, I would like to share my screen, but I don't know how. How do I do that?
You
You
can
can
just
minimize me. You could.
you're using a laptop,
I'm
right?
using an iPad, or I should just send documents to you. I'm using an iPad, so I was thinking it's going to be in the back end, but it's not here. But anyway, I'm sending documents to you now. But it's something that I want them to see as we go
Oh,
on.
you're not using
Right?
it.
What? What did you say?
You're not
Let's see. Okay, I just sent you some
using it.
documents now. This one. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Emanuela will share the documents. We'll start with this. Okay. So this is basically how the document is. It's supposed to share it on the screen, but I think there is a glitch here right now. Okay, so what I'm talking to you today is you becoming a creator MD. Now, every medical student has to be a creator MD, because through you becoming a creator MD, you're going to be a creator MD as a medical student and also as a doctor. Okay, so how do you become a creator MD? You become a creator MD by starting the journey of content creation. So many people are afraid of content creation. They feel like, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I'm too busy. But that's not it. Manila, have you seen what I sent you? Um, okay. So Manila, once you can hear me, please just share what I sent you on the screen. All right. Just send that to the group or share it on the screen. Okay, so becoming a creator MD means that you're becoming a content creator that's also a doctor. Okay, a content creator that's also in the medical field. So it's creator MD. This term was manufactured by me. When we are doing our medical stuff, like, oh, this was invented by so so and so in the year 1995. If you guys are medical students, you know who invented X-ray. Maria Curie and the rest. So this term, creator MD, was invented by Valerie in the year 2025. Copyright, guys, copyright. Okay, so creator MD is any medic that is a content creator, right? You are officially a creator MD. So if you are in this, let's say this class right now, you are a creator MD. And who is a creator MD, right? Let's start with me, the pioneer of this movement. There's a lot of people, right? But I started as a medical student who was interested in content creation, who believed that content creation is not just for the, no, it's not for the, let's say creative arts people, someone who believed that content creation is for everyone, someone who believed that doctors can create content and create content well. And not just that, some who believe that doctors must not only create doctor-based content. Doctors must not only create, oh, if you have heart problem, do this. If you have this one, do this. No. Doctors can also create fun content. They can also create content that are educative, that are also entertaining, and also content that do not, will I say, that do not interfere with our careers. Content that do not make us seem like, oh, we are not responsible, right? Because I believe that one of the reasons why they stop doctors from creating content is because they feel like content will make you irresponsible. Content will make you be seen as someone who does not have a place in society, as someone who is just a misfit. But no, content creation makes you stand out, because in our generation, content creators are the people that are making that shift. So officially today, I'm going to give everyone, right, that I've registered maybe a creator MD certificate. Like, I'm a creator MD. You guys, I want everyone to say I'm a creator MD. So in the chat, I want you to say I'm a creator MD, right? Drop them in the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. Oh, I like that. I see Prof Godwin has already said it. I'm a creator MD. Drop that in the chat, right? Yes. So because you have to decide that you want to become a content creator. um Joanne, is there anything you want to say? I can see Augustine Ikechukwu joined. Hello, welcome. I don't know if you can, if you say hi, Augustine.
Hi, hi, hello, good evening.
Good evening, good evening. All right. um Joanne, can you now share the document I sent to you? Can you share it? The creator MD document, can you share the screen? Is that possible? I'm not sure if she can hear me.
I think it's better they post it on the group, on the general group chat.
Okay, is it there already? All right,
Hello?
because
Let me reach
um
out to her.
okay, please. I can see the document here, but I just want to I would have I asked her if I could share my screen, and she said yes, but that has not been possible. Okay, so let me continue. If not, we could always take this the place where I can share my screen, like a Google Meet.
Okay, you
All
can
right,
take it to your
so
laptop, take it to your PC. It will be easier from there.
okay, but we've already started. Anyway, let's just continue. Okay. If you're in the group, have you seen the document? Has the document been sent to the group? Okay, so let's start. I've told you who a creator MD is. Now let me tell you who I am. So I'm Dr. Valerie Okore. I was once a medical student just like you. Last year, right? A few years ago, after the pandemic, I was like, I want to start creating content, and I went all in. So I went in as someone who didn't understand the journey, someone who didn't know what content creation was all about, but I was ready to learn. I was willing to learn, and a few years down the line, I've been able to generate something of myself as a creator. So let's start with the platforms that I grew on. Number one was LinkedIn. The next was Twitter. The next was I think TikTok and YouTube. YouTube was the number one, actually. YouTube was the number one. YouTube was a platform for me because YouTube is the only platform whereby you can create long form video content up to an hour long, and people will sit down to watch. Okay, now, but why content creation? Because people think that content creation is not something that can actually benefit you as a doctor. So there are three ways you can make money as a content creator. So I always like my favorite way to make money as a content creator is by creating your own digital product. So if you are with your pen and paper, please write. So there are three ways we have you creating your own digital products. Like let me give you an example. Like my online courses, I have various online courses, Videopreneur, I think the digital ultimate digital bundle, and I have a LinkedIn course, right? So by selling these courses, I can make money as a creator. That's number one. Number two is you can do brand deals. Brand deals means that you can become a brand partner. You've seen where they say maybe so and so Nancy Sime now is the brand ambassador for Viva. So they will pay her for every content she makes for Viva. So she's a brand, these are brand deals. Sometimes they might not really pay you, they will just give you those products for free. Right? Number two, brand deals. And number three, it's true, it's not might not be all platforms, but I think YouTube does that, Facebook does it. It's true, what we call ads, advertising, right? Advertisement. So YouTube ads will pay you for every content that you make. So if your video should do maybe 10,000 views, you might get a particular amount of money for every 1,000 views that you get. So these are the three major ways. So you can do it through brand deals, you get it through your online courses and products, you get it through paid ads, right? So these paid ads can either be paid ads that the platform paid you, or maybe external brands will pay you to market their product as an ad, to create an ad for them. This is what they call ad partnerships. So I hope you get that. And one of my favorite ways for you to make money now, like let's say you start content creation now, right? The easiest way for you to make money is through your online courses. Online courses do not require you to have a lot of followers, does not require you to have 1 million content already posted. It just requires you to be consistent for a minimum of at least 30 days. This is because nobody wants to buy from you if they feel like they don't know you, if they feel like they do not trust you, and if they do not like you. So that 30 days period is for you to create what I like to call the KLT formula, for you to create a knowledge of you and your products on social media, for you to get these people to like you by showing up consistently, and for you to get them to trust you by showing them that you are not a scammer. Because people feel like content creators are scammers, people that just come and say one or two things, steal your money, and they're nowhere to be found. Okay, so this is basically it. So number one way to make money as a content creator is for you to sell your own online digital product. Number two is through brand deals. Number three is through paid ads. These paid ads can be from the platform itself or from external brands. All right, that is the way we make money. So how was I? I think a few years ago, I started my LinkedIn at 400 followers. Now we are about 31,000. Um, YouTube, same. Now we are almost at 4K. Um, Instagram is the only platform that instead of you growing, it will be drawing from you. But as I said, consistency is the main factor. And finally was TikTok. TikTok was the easiest to grow on because it requires you to be consistent. So this will bring me to the most important thing for you as a creator: consistency. I just wish you guys can see me writing on my small paper here, right? Consistency is basically the most important factor for every creator. Now, but you will say, I'm a medical student, I'm a doctor, I don't have time to be consistent, which is absolutely true. And that is the problem. This is exactly why doctors are broke, because the only thing they have time for is medicine. And you all know the truth that medicine is a jealous person. Medicine is, let's say, the embodiment of jealousy. Medicine will not let you do anything else aside medicine. And how do you now want to be a content creator when medicine will not even let you? And I want you guys to tell me in the chat, what level are you? Are you in your 500 level? Are you in your final year? Are you in, 200, 100, 300? Just tell me. Let me see. As you can see, I'm looking at the charts over here, right? I can see the charts over here. So I'm not oblivious of you guys. I can see everything that you guys are typing. Okay. I think Veronica said she's a creator MD. Okay. Charles said he's in 200 level. Tommy is in 100 level. So I can see it. Okay. Roots is in 300 level. Kinsley is in 100 level. Okay. Moses 400 level. Wow. Mary 400 level. Okay. I see 400 level. Programming in my DNA. Okay. 100 level. All right. Favor 400 level. So you can see, I can see everything going on right now. Now the question is, so it's a lot. We have a lot of 400 level people. I think I'm not sure anyone's in 500 level that I've seen so far. But this is to show you that you all are in your, let's say, formative stages of medical school. And where I really, really, really pushed as a content creator was in my 400 level, right? 400 level was when the pandemic hit, and that was when I really, really dived into content creation. So still in my 400, my 500 level, I traveled outside the country. In my final year, I was full on LinkedIn, like full on making money daily on LinkedIn, and at the same time preparing for my final exam. So you could see that from my 400 level to my final year, I was not just all medicine. And at the same time, I was still able to get distinctions in medical school. So it's a lie. They've been lying to you that you cannot have both, that you cannot be a content creator and also be an amazing medical student. So here is how you can be consistent as a content creator and also, thrive in medical school. Consistency. Now, how do you do this? I always like to have like a routine. Many people do not have a plan for every day, everything that happens to them. A lot of people do not have a plan, but the goal is to have a plan. Now, number one is, how do we make this plan? Right? Is to first of all choose what social media platform you want to grow on. Right? Choose what social media platform you want to grow on. So we are choosing. So, what's your favorite platform? Tell me in the chat. Is it? Oh, someone is in 600 level here. Oh, Wonder FX, nice. All right. Okay, and that person's in 500 level. Okay, Chamaka. I see. Okay, we have some big bosses here, right? We have some big bosses. So, number one is to choose what platform you want to grow on. Personally, at the beginning of my journey, it was YouTube. I was crazy about YouTube. So if you're on YouTube right now, I want you to just go to the search bar and type Valerie Okore and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because honestly, there are a lot of videos there that is going to change your life. And one of those videos is the video of how I nearly failed out of medical school and graduated with distinction. That video will change your life, basically, because that video was the video that made me realize that it is beyond, medicine is just beyond studying. Medicine is about you deciding what you want for your life, basically. Okay, so let's start. So how do you create? So have you done that? If you subscribe, just simply tell me, let me know. Okay, so what I tell you, number one is to choose your platform. Number two is to find your skill, right? So find your skill. It is so important for you to find your skill, right? Once you've found your skill, now you can now be consistent. So let's start with choosing a platform. Because social media is so stressful, you cannot do everything at the same time. You cannot do LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok all at the same time. This is why a lot of people fail, right? And you have to not become that person that wakes up in the morning is pressing their phone. Everybody is now like, you're just pressing your phone, going through social media. For what? Like, medical students should not be found doing that, honestly. If you must mindlessly scroll on social media, it should be because you are looking for content ideas, right? So when choosing a platform, choose between one, we have written platforms, right? So that's text-based platforms like X, LinkedIn, and maybe Facebook, So X and LinkedIn are the two major text-based platforms. These platforms are very good for people that are shy, you don't want to show your face. Wonderful. So if you are shy and you prefer text-based platform, let me know. If you're someone that wants to show your face, express yourself, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok are the best platforms. So which one do you prefer? Do you want to show your face or do you want to just text? All right, let's see. Okay, I'm a final year student, medicine and surgery. Austin, you divide yourself into two. How? Okay, so choosing your platform. So you can either choose a text-based platform or a video-based platform. It's either you choose a text-based platform or a video-based platform. Personally, at the beginning of my content journey, I was all full on video because I was shy. I felt like I did not know how to write. So I went all the way on video. So I was doing YouTube videos all the time. Then, towards last 2 years, I was like, oh, okay, I don't have time to create video content. And this is something about medical school. Video content requires editing. And if you do not know how to edit, please, please just go to text-based platforms, X and LinkedIn, right? So choose one. Do you prefer video-based platforms? I'm seeing, okay, Mary said she likes TikTok. Okay. I think Junior said he prefers text-based platform like LinkedIn. Okay, yeah. So does Olamide. Olamide prefers LinkedIn. Very good. Very good. It's always important to know and choose your platform. So let's say that we have chosen a platform, and let's say Mary, like Mary, she chose TikTok, right? And Junior chose LinkedIn. So now we have two platforms. Two platforms. Next is to pick a skill. Now the problem with content creation is that you do not know what to post about, right? I know you guys have heard about, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to post. But it's because you don't know your skill, right? So let's find out what your skill is. Personally, I have four main skills, right? My number one skill is, let's say, graphic designing, Canva designing. How many of you know about Canva? If you know about Canva, let me see your hands. Canva designing, right? I don't say graphic designer because I'm the worst graphic designer, but I'm the best Canva designer, right? So Canva designing, right? The next skill I have is video editing. It's not, must not be perfect, but it's a skill, video editing. And next one I have is content writing. These three skills. So camera designing, video editing, content writing. These are the three skills that I have. Now, how can these skills make me money? That's the question. So if you have any skill, oh, I can see my Canva babies. Oh yes, I see you. I see you. Okay, Uchechi, I see you. Ruth, I see you. Precious, I see you. You guys are doing great. Thank you. Thank you so much for interaction. I really do appreciate it. Okay. So now how do you use your skills to make you money as a content creator? So if you found your skill, now your skill can be copywriting, your skill can just be even speaking about medicine. If you are a very good medical student and you want to teach about what you read, right? Because there was this time I did, if you look at my YouTube channel, I did a 100 days challenge of just purely studying. All I did was I brought my camera and I'm reading my book, and people would just be watching me reading my book. That was all. So how can your skills make you money? Let's say, let me choose Canva designing. So the time that I used to sell, just I would just design people's I would design people's, how would I put it? I would design people's um Canva, like how, no, like people's businesses, right? I'll use Canva and design their business. Let me show you guys. I wish I could share my screen because I have a lot that I would have loved to show you, but that's fine. Okay, let me show you. So I would tell people that, okay, tell me about your business, and I would use Canva to design. This is very, 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 very funny thing, right? You can see. So this was just basically any skill that I had, I would convert it to something that can make me money. So Canva designing, I was using Canva to design ads for people. Then I could video edit. I did a video editing course, literally, and I sold that course for 10,000 naira as of 2020. So let's say I get 30 people to buy a course of 10,000 naira. Is that not 300k? Is that not 300k from simple turning your skills to cash? And content creation is the best way to do that, because when you start creating content, people start asking you, oh Valerie, how did you do that? How did you edit this? How did you do that? And you're like, I have a course. It's only 10k, you know? And that is how you do it. You convert your skills to cash through content creation. All right, now you found your skill. So I want you guys to tell me any skill that you have. If you have a skill, what particular skill do you have? You can just let me know down in the comments. It must not be something serious. It's just, what is that thing that your friends are always saying? Ah, Jonas, help me and do this. Ah, Robert, help me and do this. Ah, Ore, help me and do this. Ngozi, help me and do this. Ah, Precious, help me and do this. What are those skills that your friends always feel that you have? Are you a good dresser? Do you know how to dress well in medical school? You could start creating content about that. You could even create a course on how to dress properly as a doctor, as a medical student. Are you someone who knows how to do their makeup, or you're just those ones that know how to put a lip liner on their lips? You could create a course on that. Make sure that every skill you have is not wasted. Okay, so that is the next one, skill. And finally, now it's about you being consistent. So creating consistently. So how do you create? So there's this habit I have now. It's for and I'm learning every day. Is you create every day, but you not post every day. Because you're a medical student, you do not have the luxury of posting every single day. So how are you consistent? You pick 3 days in a week that you want to post consistently. Now it depends on the platform. So we have platforms like YouTube. Something like YouTube, you could post once a month, right? You could post once a month, you could post twice a month, but you must not overwork yourself. Honestly. So what I do on YouTube was, back then I used to post like I was posting like 4 times a month. Then I changed it to twice, then once, then like once in like 6 months currently. So choose consistency is not posting every single day. Consistency is posting when you say you will post. So choose how many days in a week or how many days in a month you want to post. And once you've decided on your frequency, then you have to follow through on that frequency. So what are the types of content you can create? I want you to write this. I want you to write GAPS, gaps, right? Sorry. I don't think it's you can see. Okay, yeah, I think it's better now. GAPS, gaps. I want you to write gaps. Now, gaps are the type of content that you are going to be creating. What is G? G is growth based content. So, growth. Now, what are growth based contents? Hmm? I want you guys to follow me now. Growth based contents are viral contents. Maybe something is trending online, maybe it's either a particular dance or a this or that. These are growth based content. Anything that is viral, right? So let's say something is trending, a TikTok trend, you jump on that trend, is a growth based content. These are content that are not specifically to your niche, but they are viral content that you can jump on. So let's say there's one time they were like, Cynthia Ofori, go home. It was going viral. If you created a content with that sound, right, you could probably do something that would actually stand a chance of going viral. That's growth based content. Now the next one is authority based content. That's A. Authority based content is content that helps you build authority, that helps you build that shows that you are king in that your niche. And as doctors, as medical students, I call you guys doctors because you guys are all doctors, right? Authority based content are content that makes you be seen as an authority in that field. Example, let's say you want to talk about health, maybe a particular field of health, maybe cardiology. Someone like me that wants to be a cardiologist, I would say that the heart is very fragile, right? Here are 5 things that you are doing that is killing your heart. This is a very simple video. I had a video that went viral on TikTok that talks about 5 things medical students should not do, right? And it was crazy. This was People listened to me. That went viral because I'm a doctor talking to medical students. So an authority-based content is content that shows that you're an authority in that field and people should listen to you. Okay, now the next one is personal story. That's P. Personal story. This is because nobody has the same story. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own story. One of my story is the fact that I failed my first second MB. And despite failing second MB, I still went out to graduate with distinctions. This was because I knew that failure was not the end for me. I knew that failure was just a part of the process in medical school. And I asked myself, what made me fail? What are the wrong things I did? What are the wrong things that I can correct? Right? And I went ahead to correct them, and this led me to having distinctions. So you can see that this is a personal story. This is a story that is based on me. But this same story, many people have it. Many people are facing the same challenges. Many people are having struggles in medical school, right? Some of you might also be having struggles in medical school. right? So imagine people that listen to that story, they feel touched by that story, and now they want to engage with that story. So that's why P is very important. Personal story. Share your own story. It's so important. Share your own story. So that's the very important content to create. It can either be text-based content or it can be in video. Just share your own story. Now, S is my favorite. Do you know why? S is social proof. If you are a serious medical student, you probably have never heard of the word social proof. But social proof simply means proof of work. That means if I tell you that I'm going to make you 1 million naira in the next 50 days, what are the proof? What is the evidence? Evidence. What is the evidence that you can actually do that? That means who are the people that you've helped that can vouch for you. So this is content that show, when you see a content, people are showing you screenshots of different things. People bought my bag, screenshots. That is social proof content. So where is your screenshot? So how do you create social proof content when you do not even have any evidence yet? You just started creating content yesterday. So it's very simple. Help your friend, help your sister, help your brother, help somebody with that skill that you have and post it online as proof of work. Okay? And I will give you guys an extra bonus spotlight. That's an extra S. So it's gaps. So the last S is spotlight. So spotlight means that you can show other people. So if you believe that, oh, I don't have anything to post, I don't have anything to talk about somebody else. So if you look at the file that I sent on the group, you are going to see other doctors who are doing well in the field of content creation. And I'm going to share you their names here. So we have Dr. Choma Nwakama. I don't know how many of you know Dr. Zobo, right? She's the one. So we have Dr. Zobo. She's doing very well. She's in community medicine. She's amazing. So she's a doctor and she's crushing it as a creator MD. We have Dr. Chinonso Ebemena. That's Aproko doctor. He's also a doctor. He's crushing it as a creator MD. He has a net worth of over 400,000 USD, guys. So we now have Dr. Jemima Osunde. She's an actor, a doctor, and also crushing it as a creator MD. So you can see that there are people that you can look up to in this space. There are people that you can look up to in this space. And as a content creator, you can actually make money. So I'm going to start. I don't know how many minutes I have left. Jonas, tell me. Manola, are you there?
I don't think she's active. I'm active though. I'm active.
Okay, so Augustine, how many minutes do I have? What's going on? Is it till 9?
Mm, yeah, I meant your presentation is till 9,
Okay. Guys,
and
if you are
I'm trying to screen share, but I don't know why it's not working.
oh, that's fine. If you can hear me and you are enjoying this session, please, I want you to see your hands in the comment section. I want to see let's say your best emojis. Let me know that I'm not alone. Okay. All right. So we talk about gaps. So this is the content that you can post. Okay. So I was telling you that there are people just like you. There are people just like you. So you are not going to be doing this alone. Personally, when I was doing this, it felt very sad because I was alone. Oh my gosh, I was alone. I know I could see Aproko Doctor doing it, but I don't think Aproko Doctor started creating content crazily from the pandemic. That's from 2020, right? So, but I was alone because nobody was telling you that, oh, medical students, come and create content. Nobody was saying that. Everybody was saying, read your book. My dad always told me something. He always told me, read until you nearly die. But don't die, oh, but read until you nearly die. Just imagine when somebody's telling you that you should read until you nearly die, right? That's why medical students commit suicide when they don't pass exams because they've told them that if it's either you die or you pass. See this medicine, like I said, I became a doctor. It's been over 6 months now since I started practicing medicine. And guys, it's not as fun as you think, oh, at all. They work you from day to day. The only reason why I'm not working weekends currently is because I'm a senior house officer, right? I'm the one that makes my timetable, so I'm the one that makes my time. So if you're not a leader, if you're not at the top in medicine, you are a nobody. Nobody send you. So the only thing that can be your, your strong and superpower is your money, is your cash. And medicine will not pay you. Imagine where in the entire month, the only time you get paid is once. Think about it. You are spending every single day, but the only time money will enter your account is at the beginning or at the end of the month, just once. But you are buying water, you are buying things every single day, but you receive money only once in a month. So that's why I want you all to really think about content creation, right? So I've told you how you can create content. Number one is to choose your skill, is to choose a platform. Next is to choose a skill. Number three is to start creating content consistently. You must not create content every single day. Just pick 3 days that you can create. And one of the ways to not make it affect your medical journey is by batching content. So that brings me to the next phase called content batching. So someone should write it in the chat. Content batching. Content batch. Someone said my new favorite acronym. Yeah, I see you, Junior. So content batching. Now I want you guys to learn how to batch your content, because you cannot shoot every day, you cannot edit every day, you cannot post every day. So here's how I did it in medical school. I will pick a Saturday or maybe a Sunday, right? I love going to church. So Saturdays are always my favorite days of the week. Like today has been amazing for me. So I will pick a Saturday and I will sit down, right, for 3 good hours or more. And I will create all my content for almost either for the week or for the month. During my final MBA exam, I created over 3 months of content in just 3 days. I sat down, I created all the content I needed so that I will not open social media. So content was coming in, I was posting, but I was not doing social media. I was just posting content. I was just posting content. So I had a virtual assistant. I was just posting content, but I was not engaging or doing anything like that. I was studying my books. So it doesn't mean that you cannot study and be a content creator. So you have to have times whereby you're like, oh, for this period in time, I have exams next week. So I'm going to go off for the next 3 weeks. I'm not going to show up online for 1 month. It's completely okay because you're a doctor. You're not a regular content creator. So I always advise people that don't just see that content creation is distracting you. So at the beginning of your school year, we are reading slightly, this is especially for those in first year to 500 level. At the beginning of the term, you're just starting. So try and create content during those periods. You could create content of called study with me content. That is just shooting videos of you studying, taking simple pictures and posting those pictures, right? These are simple content that you could create. Then at the middle of the term, you now start batching your content, trying to create content that you can keep. You're not going to post those contents, you are creating them to keep. So at the point in time during your exams, right, before your exams, you already have content to just post. So when you are studying, you are just posting content, but you are not creating any new content. You are posting old content that you've created before. It's called content batching, because as doctors, you cannot create every day. So pick a weekend, create all the content for the week or for the month. I always try to say create for the week at least, right? For the week, so that during the week you could start posting them as you go. So when you're in class and nothing is happening in class, you check out the content that you posted and see is there any comments, engage with other people and stuff. So another thing is finding a niche. So medical students are a lot. Trust me. In Nigeria, we have over 60 medical schools. Over 60 medical schools in NIMSA alone. So imagine if you could find a way to connect with these medical students all over the country and even abroad, right? So this is a very lucrative niche. This is a niche that you can start helping people, and you must not limit yourself to just medical students. I'm just saying, right? You must not limit yourself to just medical students. So either you find your niche. So a niche is basically a area that you specify in creating content. So me, my niche is basically I help medical students to create content. So if you're a medical student or you're a doctor and you're interested in creating content, I'm your girl. I want to tell you all you need to do to start creating content as a medic, right? That's my niche, right? Content creation. So I call myself the creator economy expert. You know what I'm saying? AKA creator MD. So that's important. So find your niche. It must not be over stressful. I have a branding template that I'm send to the group later. Okay. Now the next thing that you're going to do after you've found your niche and you've been able to know the content you're going to create is how do you make money? I already told you guys the simple step process, right? The 3 ways you can make money is brand deals, right? Um, online courses, and finally you need to do paid ads, right? So let's start with the most important and my favorite, which is online courses. Now online courses is basically you creating a product that you can use to teach people so that they pay you for. So a digital product that teaches or solves a particular problem that people are willing to pay you for. I told you I have several digital products. I have ebooks that I've sold. I have online courses that I've sold. These are digital products. And this is the easiest way to make money online because you could sell these ebooks to multiple people at no cost to you, right? But you are giving value at a cost to others. So let me give you an example. Let's say you want to sell, someone like me, I'm preparing for the USMLE exam. So I want to sell maybe a USMLE study guide. I'm selling for like 2,000 naira, right? And I get 5 people to buy. That's 10,000 naira. I get more people to buy. The more people that I get to buy that ebook or digital product, that's how much I make my money. So imagine if I sell a USMLE study guide to you guys, would you buy? So someone should tell me yes. Like if I sell a USMLE study guide that will ensure that you pass the USMLE step 1, would you buy it? And I tell you that USMLE that guide is for 5,000 naira. Would you buy it? Would you? Can I see the charts? Mm? If there was a USMLE study guide and I say that USMLE study guide is 5,000 naira, and to ensure that you pass step 1, and I give you evidence that me, I've passed step 1. You see, I'm saying yes, 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 yes. Yes, true, coach. You saw, like, it's simple. That's how you make money as a content creator. You share things that you have done, your own skills, and you know your audience. Now, if I go and sell USMLE study guide to lawyers, would they buy? I need answers. If I sell USMLE study guide to lawyers, would they buy? Yes or no? If I sell a USMLE study guide to lawyers, would they buy? Hmm? They would not. So that is why a niche is so important, because your niche is specific to a particular audience. So that is what brings me to one problem, one audience, one solution. One problem, one audience, one solution. Many people think that if you create content, you are creating for everybody. But no, that's a lie. You can't create for everybody. You can't help everybody. Remember, I said I want to sell USM study guide to you guys. Everyone like, yes, 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 yes. But if I can't tell lawyers, I want to sell USM study guide to you guys. They're like, for what? As how? You doctors are so proud. Proud people, rubbish. Jackpot syndrome is doing you guys. That's what they'll tell you. But if you sell it to fellow medical students, they would buy. So you have to know your audience. You have to have one problem that you're using to solve one solution, and you need to have one audience. So don't try to help everybody. Your content should not be for everybody. So when I started creating content for just medical students and doctors, people are like, Valerie, but you're reducing your audience. You're reducing the people that you can help. No, you're actually expanding it, because now you are selling to a starving crowd. I said I will show you guys something very important at the end, and that is when we finish. I want to tell you guys about that specific fact, right? So one problem, one audience, and one solution. So I want you guys, as you go back, I want you to ask yourself is, what is the problem that I have or my friends have that I can solve? Turn that solution into a course on online or a digital product. So that course, that can be a 1 hour online course or a 10 minutes ebook. It doesn't matter, but turn that problem into a solution, and it should help one person, one audience. It should not be for everybody, right? And that will be your assignment. If you could sell that course or that ebook to one person and make, even if it's just 1,000 naira that you made, that's the beginning of your journey to becoming a millionaire as a content creator. It's that simple. Find a problem, solve that problem, turn that solution into an online course or a digital product, and sell it to an audience. And you are home free and well on your way to becoming a digital billionaire. Okay, so that's basically it. I don't know when we're going to be having questions, right? I don't know when we're going to be having questions. So at the end of this, I always tell people that create your account, right? Learn from other creators. You must not do it alone. You can still like an artist, right? Learn from other creators and do not procrastinate. I will end with something very important. Doctors, you guys like to read books, but you do not read any book that is not medical books. See, this book is $100 million offers. This book is $100 million leads, and I have more, right? I have expert secrets, millionaire secrets, how to become a billionaire. Read other books, books that can change your life, books that can expand your mind, books that will help you think different. Because it's one thing to create content, but if you do not have content inside you, you cannot create anything. So start reading other books so that you'll be able to feed yourself with content. And once you fed yourself with content, you can start creating content. Now, people will say that, oh, Valerie, no problem. We have AI. We have AI. We have AI. We have AI. AI is good, but AI can only help somebody that has content. Imagine if you don't know anything. When AI gives you rubbish, you copy and paste that rubbish. Remember when I told you about gaps? Growth content, authority-based content, personal story. AI does not know your personal story, and personal story sells. So personal story sells. So I want you to, your assignment, your simple assignment is create a digital product that you can sell for just 1K, for just $1, right? Create a digital product that solves a problem, right? That you can sell for just $1. And if you can do that's our challenge, right? If you could sell a product for $1, sell a product for 1 million. So that's your assignment today. Okay, I'm going to stay, and after the next session, probably I'll just be in the back end. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you're asking the questions now, let me know. But just feel free to ask your questions when the time is right. I'm Valerie Okore, and please, guys, don't stress me. Don't stress me. Nobody should come to my DM and be asking me stupid questions, right? If you have any questions, ask me those questions now. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so you're on YouTube. Make sure you go to YouTube and you subscribe, right? We are almost at 4,000 subscribers, I think. So subscribe. It's just Valerie Okore. There's nothing difficult there. Valerie Okore is Okorie, right? So subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I want you guys to remember, you're a medical student. You are not a lawyer. You're not a theater art student. You are a medical student. So creating time to create content, and one of the secrets that you have that will make you an amazing content creator is content batching. Use your weekend wisely. Just one day in your weekend and not the entire day. So before you start reading or after you have done reading, ask yourself, okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, this way you always have content. So thank you very much. I'm waiting for your questions, and yeah, over to you, Emanuela. I think it's already 9 o'clock. Okay, yeah, Manuela, you can go ahead, or Augustine.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Augustine, if there is any problem, you
That was
take
a very
ahead.
wonderful
You
session.
take on.
Okay, I think this time for questions. I think some people have some questions for you. Yeah, so I think we'll move over to that. So please, if you have questions, you can just write them down on the comment section so that our speaker will attend to that. Okay, I think one person said, "How can I make money from the editing of novels even without contacts?"
There are some
That is,
questions
how can a
already.
person make
One asked, how can I make money from yeah.
Ask how can I make money
Okay,
from the editing of novels even without contact? That is without people to sell them to. I think depends asking how to gain audience or something like that.
say the question again.
The person
Can you hear
said,
me?
"How? Yeah, I can hear you. How can I make money
Mm-hmm.
from editing of novels even without contacts?"
Oh, is you mean like even without an audience?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's simple, right? Novels, as I said, you cannot sell a USMLE program to lawyers. So first things first is you have to find people that create novels. Once you find people that create novels, you could reach out to them personally. So a lot of times that I told you that the best way to make money is by having your own digital product. So if you edit novels, all you need to do is reach out to people that write novels. So on Twitter or on LinkedIn, always check maybe browse novel writers or writers, right? And go to their DMs and ask, "Hi, you create a small pitch. Hi, I'm Dr. So so and so, or hi, I'm Mr. Da da da, and I edit novels, right? I've seen you've written a couple of novels and I'm really impressed. I would love to edit your next novel." Or also tell people that, "Oh, are you interested in writing novels, but you are scared because you feel like there might be some grammatical errors or there might be some errors in the novels and you would like someone to edit it. I help with that." Right? So when you do not have an audience or you do not have contact, you go searching for them. That's number one. Go and search for them. Number two is to create content that tells people that this is what you do. An example of content, as I said, growth content. So a growth content in this aspect for someone who edits novels would be um maybe a viral novel, maybe a viral. Okay, this book now is a new one that's out, $100 million money models. So you would say you could bring up a chapter and you could edit that chapter, right? Okay, this is how I would have edited this novel, right? So that's a content that you could create content about. Okay, showing people that, okay, I've edited so so and so novels. That's social proof. People that people's work that you've already done in the past. Then personal story. Why did I become a novel editor? These are content that you could create so that when people think of, "Oh, I have a novel to write," or, "Oh, I want to write a novel," you're the first person that comes to mind. So number one is to reach out to them personally, go into their DMs and ask them if they need a novel editor. Number two is to keep creating content around novel editing, and you attract people that need novel editors. So yeah, did that answer your question?
All right. Thank you very much, Ma. Another
Okay.
person asks, I am interested in teaching sciences. Where do you think I should start with content creation, and for someone that doesn't like camera, like how does he create content?
Okay. So as a teacher, like there's no other better place to start than YouTube. right? There are a lot of teachers on YouTube, even science teachers, right? So what I would suggest is do your research, right? Go online and just type science teachers on YouTube and find them, right? Then the one that comes easy to you. So there are people that teach with a whiteboard and they just explain. There are people that do the whole noodles, they'll do a whole cartoon process around it. There are people that will just explain head on. So start with one and you can progress as you go, right? Just try and learn a little bit of video editing so that you could be able to cut out things like r, o, those parts that are boring and too long. Try and make your videos at least 15 minutes long, or maybe if it's a very long one, maybe 20 minutes at most. Don't make it too long, but YouTube is a best platform to start with if you want to start teaching. Okay, did I answer that? If I
All
answered your
right,
question, can you let me
ma.
know?
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Okay, so personally, I have a question before I go on with the
Okay.
audience question. What do you wish you did differently while in school? That's my question.
The question is
Okay,
what?
my first question. What do you wish you did differently while in school?
I
What
did
do you wish
differently.
you did differently while in school now that you're out of school?
Um. Okay. Let me answer the question. What did I wish I did differently while in school? I think would have been to start earlier before the pandemic, like straight from 100 level. So I started creating content full on, like really seriously in 2020, but I was not very serious. I was just trying to make money, honestly. I was in affiliate marketing, I was in advertising, I was in graphic designing. I wish that I just chose one and I just went on with that one back to back. But at the same time, I'm not upset, right? Because I believe that when you're young like us, right, the most important thing is to make mistakes, right? I making your life straightforward and a ruler is boring, right? Just imagine if you did the same thing every single day, right? If you do not break down now, you break down in the future. So I think what I wish I did was I started making mistakes earlier, right? I started, trying out new things earlier. But I'm not in any way you know, upset that I started when I started. But as I said, it would have been that I made more mistakes. I made more mistakes because it's from mistakes that you learn, right? Um, that's it. I just wish I it would have been that I made more mistakes. I know that's crazy. That's not the motivation you guys want to hear, but that would have been it, right? Because I wish I started creating content earlier. I was more consistent and I focused on just one thing, like just one thing. So if you're just starting your 100 level, you're in 200 level, I want you to um, start practicing, try different things. Because if you fail now, right, you will not fail tomorrow. But if you just do one thing, right, and you suck and you keep going, right, you probably realize one day that you are tired of that thing you have been doing. So right now is the time to experiment and try different things. So try LinkedIn, try TikTok, try Instagram. Find the one that really resonates with you and go with that. So don't just choose one and form your body to it. Try different things. So try making your own online course now. I started making my online course very late. I wish I started it as early as I made my first online course in 2022, 2023, 2023. Yeah, right, I made it very late. I would have made it as early as like 2020. When I started creating content, I made my own online course. Because the day I made 300K in just one day, also a day, in like 20, in less than 24 hours, 300K at the spot. But I sold digital courses at that instance. So imagine I started out doing that earlier. I would have been enjoying myself since, right? So starting early is very important. Making mistakes early is very important. Then academically, one thing I would have done differently is I would have started practicing questions, right? Practicing questions. I did not say reading. practicing questions. You're not tested on how much you know. You are tested on how much questions you can answer correctly. The fact that you finish reading Cherusia does not mean that you have passed that exam. I don't know if you can relate, wave your hand. The fact that you have finished reading the entire anatomy textbook does not mean that when anatomy exam comes, right, you are going to pass the exam. That is why you see some of those your classmates that have been reading back to back, an exam come and they fail. Then you that just read your notes, you pass. So I want you all here to practice questions. Use your past questions. Yes, reading is to help you know so you can really understand the terms, but do not enter the exam hall if you've not looked at previous years' past questions, because the questions will never change. They will bring up new ones, but it's still the same pattern of questions they're going to ask you. So always practice questions. So I wish from the get-go I practiced questions as much as I read. So yeah, that's it. So both content-wise and academically. So did that answer your question? Any other question?
All right. Ma, you've been doing excellently well with the talk, and I believe that everyone would go back not as they
Yo, I
came.
have a question. I have a question.
I'll be picking just one last question. Yes, I'll be picking one last question. Then the rest of it, ma, I would have to send it to your DM so that you probably send the voice note and then I'll drop it on the group chat for want
Wait,
of
Joe,
time.
Joe, I have a question. Oh, I beg. I have a question. I beg. I beg.
Allow Augustine now. Why are you
Yeah.
fighting him like this?
Relax.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I actually do many things. Like, guy, I do too many things: real estate, affiliate, web dev, game dev, plenty.
Wow.
You understand? But I'm trying to focus on one, and that is a very, very hard decision because it's very, very, very hard. It's a very hard decision. I don't know which one to focus on. You understand? That is one issue. Then second thing is that I created LinkedIn like few days ago. Was setting out connections and all this, and then like after like 1 week, they blocked my LinkedIn for no reason. Till now, I don't have access to it, and I don't know if I can create a new one with that same name because I learned that if I create a new one with that same name, they'll still block it again because I don't know. So that is just the two things that how can I resolve the LinkedIn issue and how can I decide on what I want to focus on, like what I want to build on.
Okay, so Austin, what level are you? Augustine, what level are you in medical school? Can you hear me?
Is
I'm
it
in 200
200?
level at the moment.
Okay, so I have a friend that dropped out in 300 level because he was into web dev, and he was making so much money that he was like, medical school, I'm done with you guys. You guys are wasting my time, right? So I would say that the only problem is if it will affect your medical journey, right? So real estate is not something that you must always overkill yourself or be present. So you could just learn real estate, learn web dev, learn game dev, right? But don't let it affect your medical journey, right? So when you see that you do this for maybe a year, right, then you could choose the one that best suits you. Right now is not the time for you to say, oh, I want to focus on just this one. Right now is the time for you to experiment, right? See, are you really into real estate, or are you really into game dev or web dev? When you experiment and you fail, let's say you try game dev and you like, oh come on, this to do this game is not easy. I like, oh, I don't really have the heart for it, you could drop it, right? Or you feel like, oh, you love game dev more than any other thing, then you focus on it. Because I think web development is one of the most lucrative things to do, right? But some people that do not have the heart for it might start and just drop it. So the most important thing is that try them all, right? And it's either the one that gives you the most money or the one that gives you the most fulfillment. Choose that one. And for the LinkedIn one, I want you to go to Twitter and at LinkedIn support. Just DM them LinkedIn support. Tell them that, oh, my account was blocked. And I think the main reason why they blocked you is because you sent more than 100 connection requests. So when you are sending too much connection requests, LinkedIn will think that you are a robot and they are going to block you. LinkedIn is not like Instagram, they are very serious, right? So they block people that send random connection requests. That's why I told you guys to have a niche, have a particular audience. So for you to resolve that problem, just simply reach out to LinkedIn or LinkedIn support on X, and they are going to resolve it within a few days. They would definitely resolve it. Then send LinkedIn an email, tell them that your account was blocked, and they should please unblock it, and they will. They definitely will. Okay, has that answered your question?
Okay, thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much for that.
You're welcome.
All right. For the last person, just to satisfy those that are entrepreneurs that are not into content creation. So how would you what would you advise a medical student that is into making of hair, without
What?
digital skills? How do they balance medical school and
How do they? Okay, those are not into content creation that are just
yeah,
entrepreneurs.
yeah.
Okay, so now I always say that it doesn't matter. Also in medical school, I started a lip gloss brand. I started making lip gloss, like physical. So I was the one that made the lip gloss, and I was the one that sold the lip gloss. So it's not a content creation, but does it mean that you cannot create content because you are creating a physical product? Does it? It doesn't, right? So when you have a physical product, that's even more reason to create content, because now you have enough content. You have behind the scene content, you have client appraisal content. So the only thing is that it's now a lot more stressful because now you cannot batch your business, right? So I always try to tell people that do this to either seek help, get people that can assist you. You are not an island, you cannot do everything on your own. But if you are alone, I mean people that bake cake, because I know a lot of medical students that bake cake, you could find ways to not do it every day, right? Choose 2 to 3 times in a week that you are going to be working, you're going to do your other jobs. Or if it's something that does not require so much willpower, like um, you know, like Augustine's web dev, right? You just need to sit down and do it. Choose a particular time of the day, maybe 2 hours or 1 hour a day, and do that work, right? That is how you balance medical school. And when your exams are coming, I would like to say this very clearly. When your exams are coming, right, you have a month or a week or 2 weeks to your exams. Please drop everything and read for your exam and pass your exam. Once you pass your exam, sorry, you just start all over. You just continue from where you stopped, right? That's my advice. My advice is when during the beginning of every term, work like you're not a medical student. Like create content like you're not a medical student. Sell your product. Market your business like you're not a medical student. Like do everything it takes, right? And study at least 1 hour every single day consistently. Then when exams are coming, drop everything. It's just for a month. It's just for 2 months at least, as in highest. No medical school exam will pass 2 months, right? And you can get back to your business. So that's it. So when your exams are not around, focus on your business. Study like every day. So you must not be the kind of person, you must not find yourself being the person that is crash reading in medical school. If you are going to have a business or be a content creator as a medical student, you must not find yourself crash reading. That means from the beginning of the term, you are reading at least 1 hour every single day, so that towards your exam period you drop your business, you drop everything, you tell them on social media, I have exams, oh, I'm going to be busy, don't reach out, don't ask for this, don't ask for that, for at least the next 3 to 4 weeks I'm not going to be available. When you communicate with your audience, they would understand, right? And you focus on your exam, you pass, which you definitely will if you follow the principles I teach you on how to study on my YouTube channel. Just go, you find all of them, right? you will pass, and once you pass, you come back because you do not have the luxury to fail, because you have a business, you have content creation, you have people that are looking after you, right? I failed once in medical school, and I was not doing anything. I was not a content creator. I did not have business, and I still failed. Just imagine. Now, when I'm now doing business, making money, and I'm creating content, I'm not having distinctions. So, if you must be a content creator or an entrepreneur as a medical student, you must read every single day. That is the most important thing. Then, once you have exams, you drop your business one side and you pass, because that is your most that's the main reason why you came. And after your exams, you pick it up. Right? If you're a crypto trader or a forex trader, you know, don't look at the market during your exams. Like, find ways to really, be zen during your exam period. And if you follow the principles I tell you, by practicing past questions before your exams, practicing past questions. So have a book, have a notebook whereby, like, you have all the questions that they have ever asked for the past 6 to 10 years, right? You have it in a notebook and you answer them yourself, right? Take the lectures that have been asked in class and use that notebook to answer it. So prior to your exams, you are reading the answers to already written exam questions. When you get to the exam hall, what's going to happen is that you are going to see a question that you've seen before, and you've read the answer. So you are writing answers that you have already written. So you're not seeing the question for the first time. So you are writing clean answers, already organized answers that you organize in your head prior to the exam. And that's how you're going to get distinction. That's how you're going to smash. That's the number one secret that I have. And I'll tell anybody anytime in there. Except if we have another class on, maybe SCORE, right? The one on medical education, SCOME, maybe we'll do that. But for now, entrepreneurs, start early. Promote your business like you're not a medical student. And once medical school exams come, please drop your business like you're not even an entrepreneur. All you do is medicine. Okay? That's it. Sorry, I hope that did not take too long.
All right, ma. Ma, I'm very, very grateful. We are very grateful. Standing Committee on Capacity Building is grateful for honoring this invitation to share your knowledge with us. It's not what you've achieved is no mean feat, and we are glad that you are speaking to us this evening. I'll send the other questions to you in your DM for want of time so that the other speaker can actually talk on why he's here, give a talk on why he's here. So thank you very much, Dr. Valerie.
Ah, you're welcome.
We are
Thank you
happy.
so much.
Okay, so the second speaker is a registrar of a doctor, registrar of obstetrics and gynecology. Is a clinician and medical business speaker passionate about bridging gaps between clinical practice and entrepreneurship. With years of experience in obstetrics and gynecology, he combines medical expertise with business insights to address today's evolving healthcare challenges. Join me, or with your reactions, let's welcome Dr. Sam Ononkachi. Sir, thank you.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, all. Can you hear
Can you hear
me?
me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? Hello.
We can hear you, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. As you rightly said, I am Dr. Sam Onokaji. I'm currently a registrar in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Abia State University Teaching Hospital. Our time is fast spent, then I'll just have to be very brief and straightforward. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. I'm here to talk about medical business, and I'll be as real, as fast as I can, because it's very, very important. It's what I practice, and it's actually what I did. So I believe I'm talking to young doctors and medical students. The problem is what I'm here to talk about is just making money as a student or making money as a young doctor. Because even as a student, the society is looking at you as somebody somewhere. There's a way the society is looking at you as a doctor. There's a way the society is looking at you even as a student. I can remember when I was a student, if you enter KK man will call you doc, and everybody there looks at you somehow. They give you that respect. You're not somebody that should come down and expecting somebody to pay for you or something like that. How can I be making money as a student? How can I be combining my academics, still do well in my academics, and have a successful business, most especially for young medical students in Nigeria? If you're from a poor background like mine, where your parents cannot actually give you all you want, all you need, all that is needed for your best training as a student, you will need to listen very well. I grew up having this passion to study medicine from my mother, being a nurse. I thought from the beginning, I thought once I get admission, that everything is over. I'm made. I got admission to study medicine and saw that in the medical cadre was the least. Like I was not regarded. I was okay. Probably I've not passed MBBS. I passed MBBS. I thought when I move, like when I'm going, the everybody will be trembling. I passed MBBS and nothing changed. I found out that that was actually when training started. We started going to clinics. We need to buy books. We need to do so many things, and it was all about money. And my parents could only provide the necessary things you could not do without. And I had passions to study, to start business, to do other things. Then I started looking at the closest one I can start with. After my MBBS, when I passed MBBS, became a doctor, I thought that money would be flowing, not knowing that that was when journey of life started. That if you if you don't have parents who are there for you financially, you coming out as a young medical doctor, a lot is expected of you to do to meet up. And this has led most of us to do um, um, Yahoo, go into a lot of things, which me, I don't think is the right thing to do. There's a lot you can do as a young medical doctor. There's a lot you can do as a student. One of them is, why do you need to make money? Why do you need to have money coming to you as a student? Number one, If you're a student and you don't have money, you're drinking gari, you're not financially stable. Number one, your academic life is on the low. You can't perform well. You cannot perform well. That is number one. You will not be healthy for the stress in medical school. You need money to register for your exams. I just did my PLAB 2, and by the grace of God, I'm working on it. So I can tell you the cost of what PLAB 2 took from me. And if the money is not there, it's not there. Nobody to help. You can't go, I don't know, for some people who have probably uncles that can help and all these things. But if you don't have, you don't have. So right from the beginning, I started working for myself. I started doing a lot for myself and started saving money. I knew I don't have money to start this exams on time, like probably 5, 6 years ago. I needed to work to save up the money. And when I got the amount I wanted, I stopped a lot of work. Now handed over to managers to manage and report to me at the end of the day, so I could sit down to read my books. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yeah, we're active, sir. We're active.
Okay. I needed to hand over my business to other people to run for me and sit down to read my books. And when you're reading your books and you're getting alert, you tend to read well. When you're reading your books, you're not owing much people. Nobody's threatening your life because of debt. You tend to assimilate more. That's one thing. That's the sincere truth. Now, if you don't have money and you're a young medical student, you're a young medical doctor, the sincere truth is that you'll be limited. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot you cannot do. There's a lot you cannot do as a young medical student. The funds probably to register for exams, do your normal daily um, 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 things. There's a lot you cannot do. Now, what are the things you can do as a young medical doctor, as a medical student, that can keep you moving financially? Number one, what I did during my own time is I had this, I had this, I had this idea of starting a pharmacy, and then things were cheap, quite cheap. I started looking for locations and every other thing. Got a very good locations, got it registered, and every evening I go there. I sit down. How is it going? This is what we have today. This is what we have today. Every evening I go there and sit 6, 7. I come back. They close by 8. By 8, my manager calls me and say, "This is what we got today. This is what is in the account." That gave me rest financially. That took most of my burdens. That took most of my burdens. It helped me, and it runs today. Like, I visit there once in a while and it runs. I don't have, currently, I just have to upgrade the place, put scan centers and all these things. And it's running. I don't need to be there. There's a lot you can do as a student, and you won't need to run it yourself. You won't need to run it yourself. As a student, I had a designer who comes to me, measure my clothes, goes to make it goes to send it to, I don't know whosoever that makes the clothes, and he delivers it to me and I pay him. He's not the one that, he doesn't know how to sew. He only learns how to measure. Take your measurement and produce it. I don't know how they produce a cloth. He still supplies me till today. If I see any cloth I like online, I'll screenshot and send to him. He has my measurement. The next week, he will piece it down and I pay him. There's a lot you need to do. The well, I'm talking, this one I'm saying is for students who are not struggling financially, who are not struggling academically. Please, if you're struggling academically, you need to concentrate on your book. It's very, very important. If you're struggling academically, leave business. You can combine them. There are things you can't do when you're struggling financially as a young medical student. Business you can't do it very well. Relationship would would even bring you down more. If you're struggling, leave them. So this guy will come measure me, take my measurement, then produce the cloth and send to me. And that was how he was making his money. Then in the teaching hospital, he could go to approach consultants. They will say, okay, let's see what you can do. And you produce something better, something good than what the consultant wore the last time. Probably he will slash the price and the person will pick interest, and that started. Business was sealed. We have people who could do a lot of things. Mine was opening a pharmacy, and the stocking wasn't immediately. I gradually stocked it, small, small, and it got to the level it was. So there is a lot of frivolities we do as medical students, which if you save up the money, you can start a lot for yourself. You can start up a lot for yourself. You mustn't be the one to run them. You mustn't be the one to always be there. Others can do it for you when they see that you carry a running vision about the business. And the earlier you start it, the better for you. Are you with me? Hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir, we're with you.
Yeah, we're still hearing you, sir. We're still hearing you, sir.
Most of these scan centers around you, we have all these scan centers. They do x-ray, they do a lot of things. They come to the hospital, they they advertise for their company, and go to your teaching hospital, well, whatever your telling doctors to send their patients to them. Or if you're a doctor, you send more to them. Convince other doctors to send. I can remember when I was doing our job, at the time I got 100 and something thousand from a center nearby because I convinced other doctors to send patients to them and write my name. I convinced other doctors, I send every patient to them. That's another way. Another thing that can also help to some people is okay. I mentioned about partnering with diagnostic centers. Yeah, that can help a lot. But please, 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 if you're struggling with your academics, leave this side. Focus, focus, and write exams. When I was during my first year of running my business as a student, I had a lot. I dropped. I wasn't doing well again because a lot happened. I wasn't doing well. You go for registrations and come back sad and you just lose interest. Please, if you're struggling, leave that. And another thing that is so much important about you as a student having money or having something to do is if you have something to do as a student, when you leave school, there are tendencies that you expand them, you make them big. To so many people, the first doctor that spoke talked about social media and all of them. So many people who are not practicing medicine today found a business that that is giving them more than medicine. The sincere truth is all we're looking for in medicine is money. Forget passion. Passion is there, but it's not the intent. The driving force is money. And there's a lot. If your parents can sponsor you, have everything you want, finish your house job immediately. Even when you're doing your house job, if you want to do your residency in Nigeria, write your primaries. Go straight into residency. Do your residency program. And there are areas now. Is no longer obstetrics and gynecology, is no longer general surgery. There are areas now, if you have this business mindset, you can do a lot. You can do a lot. Everybody's doing obstetrics and gynecology, general surgery, pediatrics. There are a lot now that is giving money. There is a lot that is pumping money and people are not aware of it. I'm talking of in Nigeria. I was discussing with one of my consultants a few days ago, and I just wanted to do my residency. I'm currently doing my residency in obstetrics and gynecology. I just wanted to do my specialty in IVF as an IVF specialist. That's been my mind. But my consultant took time and explained to me, do I know that we don't have any gynae oncologist in the state? I sat down and I thought about it. There's no gynae oncologist in the state. We don't have any gynae urologist in the state. Gynae oncologist is a gynecologist that specializes in all gynae cancers. Cancer relating to women, cervical cancer, ovarian cancer, all endometrial cancer, all of them. We don't have any. And if we get a case, we'll refer to another state. And these men I'm talking about, they tell you what they want. They tell you what they want. Urogynecologists, they do with problem with the kidney, urethra, bladder, and whatsoever, uterine prolapse, cystocele, and all of them. That's what they do. And they charge what they want. There are subspecialties in medicine. There is a business. You do them, you come out and establish your business. In my state, we only have one dermatologist, one, and work is pursuing him. While others are struggling with obstetrics and gynecology and their clinics are empty, the dermatologist is busy, consult in 3 different states. These are business in medicine. For me, I would think that the best business you can do as a medical student is to pass your exams, come out, go into residency, do your residency program, graduate, do your subspecialty. That's the best business you can do as a doctor. These other businesses, all other these ones can distract you. I said before, if you're struggling, don't go into it. There is a lot going on in medicine now. In fact, my oga is a gynae, and our center is one of the best in town. And I'm telling you, this guy makes a lot of money daily. There's no Wednesday. Wednesday is usually our theater days. There's no Wednesday we have less than 10 cases, 10 surgery cases. And none of them is less than 480. None of them is less than 500,000. I'm not talking of, there's no week we don't do up to 25 surgeries. There's no week we don't do up to 25 surgeries. The best business to do for you is you can only get it as a specialist. That's my own advice. All these other businesses can get you distracted, depending on what you want, depending on your vision in life. I met I met um, pediatric oncologist, and we were discussing about, he's a specialist. We were discussing, and he told me how much he makes in his clinic every month. I was surprised. I was surprised. From that day, I left the small pool. A lot of people are in this small pool, this O&G, general surgery, pediatrics, a lot. My mindset is now to go to the bigger pool. There's a lot in medicine. If you want to practice outside, there's a lot. Apart from these, our regular ones, there's sports medicine. There is a lot that ends a lot. That can give you a lot. So please, my advice to you is to first, you need to sustain yourself to graduate, register for exams, write your exams. If you want to practice here, start going to residency. Do your residency and do your subspecialty. You will do your business in medicine. There's a lot of business in medicine. I visited, sorry, I visited a dermatologist in Abuja. And when I entered the clinic, it was as if I wasn't in Nigeria. He will treat you, give you creams and everything. He'd write prescription to the pharmacy. If it's something that demands the pharmacy to dispense, they will dispense. If it's something that demands the cosmetic room, he will handle. Like, there's a lot of business. You see business going on. For me, my own advice to you is, please do your come out and specialize. so specialized. It will really help you to actualize whatever business you have in mind. Whatever I just told you to do now is just to hold you, help you to sustain yourself to come out of medical school and face the real business. And oh, we're almost running out of time. And most importantly, be focused before move ahead. And I believe if we do this, the sky will be our limit, will not even be our limit, will be a stepping stone. Let me have your questions and we'll conclude. Are you with me?
Yes, sir, we are with you.
Yes, sir. Please, if you have any question for the host speaker, can you please drop them in the comment section?
So thank you very much for this information you just gave to us. It's something not many of us are aware of. In fact, I'm just hearing about the diagnostic thing for the first time. If I knew about it, being a business personnel, I would have started it long ago. But then it's something new. Other things you're saying is really insightful. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. So I asked Dr. Valerie this question, but I would want to ask you also, because everyone has their experiences in medical school. What do you wish you did differently while in school, in terms of academics, in terms of business, in terms of politics, in terms of leadership, whatever? What do you wish you did differently while in school?
Okay. One of the things I wish I did differently while I was in school is number one, I involved myself in politics, and that took a lot of my time. I spent money, and today, uh, I can't even remember tomorrow. I can't even go back and think about it. From like looking at it today, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. What brought me into politics was somebody came out for a position in my class, and there was nobody to challenge him. I didn't need to come to prove that point. It wasn't necessary. Number one. Number two, boycotting my failures. Like, how do I say it? Trying to avoid um, um, trying to avoid my failures. Yes, trying to avoid my failures. It wasn't necessary. I'd have felt proudly and correct myself. One of the courses I elicited was obstetrics and gynecology, and that's currently the area of my specialty today. So who knows if I didn't struggle by all means, by anything I could just do, who knows I would have been a pediatrician today. So trying all hard to see that I don't, I don't fail for probably trying to boycott my failures was involving in politics was second. And number two, another thing I think I would have done better by now is my readings. I was reading to pass exams. I was reading to cram. My main point was just exams. Though I was exposed to I was exposed to the clinic quite on time. I had a chief I was very close to. In fact, before I graduated, I've witnessed more than 1,000 cesarean sections. I was throughout my third year to final year. I don't think I spent up to 4 weekends in my house. I was always with this chief in his clinic everywhere we got. So that was something I think I could just look back and I'll say I'm proud of that. And okay, I was just saying about my readings. I think I didn't read well. I didn't read well then. My readings were not were not guided. I was just reading everything. I would have only read for my exams, like get a question paper, answer them, and master them. If I have time, I will read outside them. If I don't, that's what I will read. And another thing is involving things that are not necessary. There were a lot of things we did that wasn't necessary. A lot that wasn't necessary. A lot that distracted us. Relationships, heartbreaks, they weren't necessary. Can't even remember them now. But the lot of distractions came from them. And another thing I think I would have done better is the quest for money. That I've relaxed past my exams without involving in other things I did, which eventually didn't come out clean. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, sir. Augustine. Augustine, you can take over. Does anyone have question? Okay, somebody asks, how would you advise a person considering Japa? Is medical business only for those practicing in Nigeria?
Okay. For those that is considering Japa, well, depending on the route you want to use, do you want to go through the exams? Do you want to just Japa to do your masters? What what are you what route are you using? Because that would also help. I will only talk of here in Nigeria, but I will only talk of here in Nigeria. Then if you want to do your exams and do your residency there, I will tell you I just mentioned this field, this new field to go into and explore. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So that's just it. Any other question?
Okay, sir. I'm not seeing any other question. Do you have experiences of failure in medical school, or you were close to people that failed? Because how do you think, I'm just, this thing now is outside the topic of discussion, but no, it's not easy for repeat or receipt student navigating that part. So what would you advise such persons if they are here or have friends that are like that?
Okay. Number one is I wasn't a bright student. I wasn't an A1 student. I recited anatomy and physiology. I recited 100 level. I passed at once and final year. I had I had once. So to me, failure is one of the things if you want to progress in life, you cannot do without failure. You cannot do without failure. Know that whenever you fail is an opportunity for you to improve. Is an opportunity for you to. Nobody wants you to fail. Whenever you fail, cry. Visiting O&G and his area I'm finding interesting today. I struggled and past pediatrics. I don't like pediatrics. So if you're having difficulty, that's not, you can also be the best doctor. It doesn't cut your dreams. It doesn't reduce you by anything. It's an opportunity for you to improve better. It's an opportunity for you to know better. There's nobody, in fact, in our final years, during my final year, a lot of our A students failed. Any other question?
New
Any other
fields to
question?
explore. Yes, sir. Can you
Okay,
hear
I
me,
think,
sir?
yeah, I think you can forward this question for me on WhatsApp. I would do justice to it on WhatsApp, then forward it to you. Then you forward it to
Okay.
the uh
Okay. Group chat. Yes, I'll do that, sir.
yeah. Just forward this question. Can you please list
So if you're not on
identify
the
new
group chat,
fields?
just DM me.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, I will do that.
okay, sir. Okay. Thank you very, very much,
Please,
sir.
I'll be leaving. I have an emergency surgery to
Wonderful
do now.
session.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for your time. We
Thank you.
appreciate.
Thank you.
All right. So we've come to the end of today's webinar. Please go back and drop your takes on your WhatsApp status and make sure you invite people for tomorrow. For tomorrow, we'll be teaching how to keep wealth. Today, we talked about wealth creation. We'll be teaching how to multiply it and keep it. So, thank you very much for your time. Do have a lovely night rest and see you by this time. No, by 8 p.m. tomorrow. Good night.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for joining.